everyone, and welcome to World of Travel, the podcast, a complement to our docuseries where we explore the past, present, and future of locations around the globe. Now, in our podcast, we get to know all the people behind the travel that you love. And today, it's my pleasure and our honor to highlight none other than Demetria Lucas, appropriately named the Black Carrie Bradshaw, world traveler, host of Ratchet and Respectable podcast, award-winning author, journalist, I'm Shannon Sharp right now, New York Times Essence to name a few, and you're actually bringing people around the world with you with your See Some World trips.
Welcome.
Your new venture. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You deserve all those titles because you've really done all of them. I was following you since the beginning, and I mean, I feel like what you've accomplished is something worth note because you've taken your career and taken the reins of your career and really set the tone for young girls and everybody that will follow in the footsteps of you.
Thank you. It sounds very impressive when you I'll read it all together.
You're like, dang,
impressive.
Yeah.
It is
when you just
impressive.
live it, it's one thing. But I was like, oh, that's actually very accomplished.
Right.
I think I've done okay.
Just keep chipping away. That's how it is,
Yeah.
Just keep chipping away at it. That's what's up. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of people know your story, maybe the wider perspective of your story. So 2011, you quit your corporate job, you go to Africa for the first time, kind of get the travel bug, but don't officially make it like a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Walk people through that because people think life is eat, pray, love.
Yeah.
So is it going to be like that for people who want this lifestyle?
No, my last job, I was in a weird career transition. I had a corporate job, but I had a side hustle that was taking off. And so I decided, let me invest in myself. Let's take a chance. And I quit the job. And one of the things that I, could do with all this new free time, so that I didn't have to report to a 9-to-5, was travel. So one of the first places I went was Haiti, and the second place I went was to Africa because I always wanted to go. I had a really good friend who was living in Johannesburg at the time, and I'd never been to the continent, and I was really curious about it. I think as Black Americans, we're always like, what exactly is going on in Africa? Because you hear good things, but then you see on TV bad things. This is before the rise of Instagram and TikTok, so you could really see for yourself, or at least other people's experiences, people who are similar to you. So it wasn't the filter through media, which I feel bad saying as a journalist. But I was really curious. And my friend was just like, it's amazing, come and see. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm coming. And the guy I was dating at the time was like, you can't go to Africa by yourself. It's dangerous. You can't go. So he decided to go with me. And
he went with you.
He went with me.
Okay.
And we showed up. We were so embarrassed. So we're thinking the worst. We're thinking Sally Struthers commercials. We're thinking the things that you see in archival footage now of famine and things like that. We didn't know what we were walking into. So plain white T-shirts, plain jeans, regular kicks, no Jordans, very downplayed. And we got to Johannesburg and was like, oh, we gotta go shopping. We can't go out like this. We look homeless. So
because the style there is crazy.
The style there is amazing.
It's amazing and crazy in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell people Johannesburg is kind of the style of New York, the energy, the frenetic pace, and then it's got the blackness of Atlanta, but the sprawl of LA. I've never seen anything like it. Well, until I went to other places in Africa. But it was so beautiful, and it was so cultured, and it was so elevated, and it was so luxurious. And I was mad that so many people, I felt lied to about what Africa was. So once I got that introduction, I just wanted to see more. So we were going to Johannesburg. We extended our trip. We went to Cape Town. We got back to the States, and I was like, where else can I go? So I ended up going to Kenya, and I ended up going to Marrakesh, and I ended up going to Accra. I just wanted to see as much of the continent as I possibly could.
Wow.
You went more places than us at this point.
I know.
I'm like, dang.
I mean, I've lived over there, so I've been a whole bunch of,
Well, run me through a day in Johannesburg. What's a day in Johannesburg like for you?
Ooh. A day in Johannesburg. A day in Johannesburg is unexpected, which is the joy of Johannesburg. Is I think I'm doing nothing, and then someone calls and was like, hey, do you want to meet me for lunch? And it's sure. I think I'm just doing something from a 12 to 2, and somehow I don't end up back at my house until 11 at night or later.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. But that's my life in New York. So that's one of the things that I really love about being in Johannesburg. There's so much to do, and there's so many people to do it with. There's so many dope venues. So it's a long leisurely lunch, and it's oh, well, happy hour starts, or so-and-so's doing a set, or, there's a braai, or there's
I'm already out.
I'm already out, so might as well.
Do you go hang out in Soweto?
I do.
Yeah, I love Soweto. Soweto is the energy of Soweto, just walking around, seeing everybody moving around, and that hustle.
Yeah.
Hustle in Soweto.
Not gonna out hustle.
Yo, you not gonna out hustle the dudes
Not
in
South
Soweto.
Africa.
Yo, these dudes hustle on another notch. Like,
You're not leaving without buying something.
yo, you gonna pull some money out your pocket. They
Yeah.
gonna get money out you. Like,
Yeah.
you can't. But
I mean, from everybody, from like the people on like, doing the street side hustle, I mean, all the way up the corporate ladder. Like Johannesburg is just like
Oh
I'm
yeah, because
hesitant.
the filming, everybody wanted money from us. You film over here at the museum, it'll be like, okay, come film for free. They're like, oh no, you could pay us to film. Well, I'm like, you understand this is a news docu-series.
Yeah, no.
We generally don't pay them fees for a
don't
scripted
understand
series.
that.
Right.
They're like, money
You
or
hear
no money.
an American accent?
Oh yeah.
You come up
they
with
want
something, you
dollars.
gonna pay something. You wanna be over here?
Right.
Yeah. This
We-
isn't
me-
for free. The
so
culture
Kolyn
is
and
not
I-
for free.
Funny enough, we tried to sneak our camera.
Don't do that.
We tried to- Where was it?
That was actually
In Cape Town.
That was Robben Island.
At Robben Island, we tried to sneak our camera because they were communicating with us, like top executives,
Yeah.
about making it happen. And they kept saying, we'll get back to you, we'll get back to you. So I assumed it was a pleasant leaning on the side or possibly yes.
Yeah.
So we just pull up with our camera crew on the bus,
Yeah.
on the boat ride over to Robben Island. We get out. And they basically put us in jail at Robben Island. For anybody who doesn't know, Robben Island is where
They put
literally
us in
Nelson Mandela was jailed.
Not jail, the interrogation. I call it the interrogation room.
We were held in custody, couldn't go on the tour with our family until we put our cameras down and put our phones down. You said don't record not one thing.
I got a little footage of this too.
You tried it. Don't try that internationally again. Don't. 'Cause
Right.
They will confiscate your ish
I'ma be-
and lock you up. Or South Africa doesn't play too. They will put you out the country. Like they're very.
Well,
on
now
top
I
of
know.
it.
I'm not. You know, I think it's that's like a New York in me. Like a no is like a next person.
Don't try that abroad. Try that in America. You understand America. Don't try that abroad.
Right.
But by the rules. By the rules.
That's why I said she can't go by herself. Right there.
He doesn't want me to travel
You
alone.
see, they see the look. That's
Because I'm
it.
gonna get in trouble because of that. I'm gonna get arrested.
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna get
more
lost.
travel, a little more
Yeah.
seasoning.
Yeah. So look, you talked about sets. So right before we went to South Africa, we went to Uncle Waffle's set. Mm-hmm. Is that like, do you do like go to the DJs? What type of music you going out there listening to? Like,
I mean, they play everything, but
Yeah.
piano is
Yes.
like, yeah.
Piano, yo.
Yeah, like once they get to like whistling,
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
just, so I always thought they had a whistle. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was just somebody who was projecting, like this
Oh,
is an
wow.
art form.
Yeah.
But like, like once like the whistle starts and I'm like, oh, we about to get in. Yeah.
No, it's going down.
Yeah.
I was going through footage last night because we put an episode together for Cape Town, and the piano's playing and the drinks are flowing, and I'm not even a dancer.
Did you
But
find yourself?
I was
like, you
dancing.
just find yourself.
Yo,
Like,
I was
like,
dancing. I couldn't even help myself. I'm like literally in the middle. I never do this. Like I may have done it.
No,
like,
you said you're in your dancing season.
now because
after
maybe
that
because of
trip,
brought it out.
Yeah, brought it out of me. But yo, I'm literally in the middle of this club dancing, and I don't even know what my body just doing its own thing. It just literally took over.
That's the rhythms. That's the African rhythms
yo.
getting in you.
And when you think about like, it's like a similar cadence of like, the tempo is like around the same, kind of like you could say for techno or EDM music. And we always had to go to Vegas, and that's just what we got. Take what you got when you go to
Yeah,
Vegas.
nah.
And when this, I'll take it 20 times longer than just
Yeah.
doing. And no shade to the EDM people. It's just that was something I could rock to all night. You don't even, you just feel your body going. It just seems
Yeah.
like,
I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
All right, so take us to the safari. Like, I know you do the safaris. What's the safari like? You say you go to Kruger, or you do what's the other one?
I've done Kruger.
Oh, you done Kruger?
But when I bring the groups over, there's a nature reserve, maybe like a hour and a half, 2 hours, Aquila, outside of South Africa, and so we take the group there. And we like that experience just because it's guaranteed. Like, when you go to Kruger, you could drive around for a day and see everything, or you could drive around for 5 days and see nothing. So this situation, it's a smaller reserve, and it has a lion encampment. So you're guaranteed to see a lion when you go on safari, which is usually what everybody wants to see. The elephants, the zebra, they kind of are
The big
out and
five.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I love going on safari. Like the first time I went to it's not the first time, but my favorite is probably Masai Mara. I was in Kenya, and
I heard
That Kenya, they said the Kenyan was different.
oh, so Kenya goes off road. So Kruger, you have to stay on the street and whatever. And they just wind you around. It's very like curated.
Yes.
But Kenya is just like my guide was like, "There's a leopard at XYZ." Like I'm in my room chilling. He's like, Demi, there's a leopard. Let's go. And I was like, okay. So I threw on everything and got one of those big cameras because I like to shoot. But like grabbed my camera and then like. The leopard came like up to the truck. There was no really need for the big camera because like I'm here and then the leopard is there and I'm like inching
You weren't
away.
scared?
Yo, let's talk about
I was
that.
terrified.
Oh, okay.
But my driver was like, "Oh no, it's fine." I was like, "Sir, you don't have a gun?" And he was like, "I got a machete." And I was like, "What?"
Machete, yeah. What you gonna do with machete? It's a leopard. It's a leopard. What are you doing? But they talk about that though, like animals don't see the vehicle. They don't see individuals in the vehicle.
No, they just see
they see the big
Yeah.
vehicle and it's a bigger animal.
Yeah.
So they typically,
I see those videos on TikTok where like,
they jump in,
a lion comes inside or like the elephant is chasing or
right. So that was our experience. We actually took Kynsley, and I was totally against this. This is why I say Lindsey don't need to go because she want to try.
They told us no kids, and we were like, we seen the kids.
He tried it.
You want to try?
Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
No, the reason why they say no kids is because if a kid cries, they gonna think it's a wounded animal.
Yeah.
And so you really can't control. Yeah, Kynsley is, as you can see,
great.
yeah, she's great. Yeah. But if she would have cried, animals could have. But we didn't see any of the big five. Okay. That was our experience when we went to Kruger. We actually saw we saw buffalo. We saw
the elephant. Are elephants part of the big five?
Yeah,
we saw them on the way.
Oh yeah, so we all elephants and buffalo.
We went on the morning and night times, and we're like missing some.
You gotta see a lion.
And we didn't see a lion, right?
Yeah, we gotta go see a lion.
We gotta go back and see a lion.
You gotta come on one of your trips.
Come on one of the trips.
Wait, so tell me, and I think most people want to know this. So first of all, your See Some World trips are not like normal. Like they sell out in what?
If there's a single trip, then about 4 minutes, and then we sold out all of 2026. It's 6 trips. I think it was an hour and 15 minutes.
So that's wild. So how many people are you bringing on these trips?
20 to 25 per.
25 people. So first of all, I guess my first thing is like, what would make you want to travel with 25 people and be organizing that?
So here's the thing, right? I went to Africa. I didn't know what it was about. I had a friend introduce me, and so I my eyes were open, and I got curious, and I've been all over the continent, right? A lot of people want to go, but they don't have a friend who lives on the continent to take them around, right? So I feel an obligation, if you will, to introduce people to the wonderment that I saw. I mean, I know that sounds like a little bit lofty, but I just feel it's like, especially as a Black American, we want a connection to Africa. We're all very curious about it. And you want someone who can sort of take you as a guide, because nobody wants to go that far from home by themselves for the first time. You don't know anything, you don't know anyone, but you want to go. So This gives people the opportunity to go. And I get to show them my version of Africa. So there's a version that you see on TV, and there's a version that you might have grown up seeing. There's a version that you see on TikTok. But here's a, like I like to do very fancy things. Like we do rooftops and we do yachts and we do all the touristy things. But I also have like, some haunts that I just love. Like there's a place in Cape Town that has like this amazing lobster sandwich for like $15, right? Yeah. I'm like, where are you getting a lobster, fried lobster at that?
The prices.
But I want to take you to like, my favorite spot. So everything that I post about online that might have made you curious about going to Africa, I'm going to give you that experience when you come on the trip.
And that's the thing. Sometimes, like, you'll be in the group chat and the conversation doesn't make it. Like, even to DC this weekend, there's 5 people in the group chat, and we asked 16 times, like, so are we definitely doing this? What do you mean? I'm here. I live here. I'm definitely going. Mm-hmm. The 5 other girls that live here definitely going. Are y'all coming down? 2 of them text me separately. I'm coming down. It's like, this is a lot of hoopla for yes or no.
I told you to stop doing
how it is to. He told me to stop. I'll get frustrated because I'm the glue, the organizer.
Yeah.
Like if I rally the troops, we're going.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm exhausted, so I might just like want to join something. Like if I see it happening, oh, this is my.
Like we're making it out the group chat. We're going.
Yeah. So, well, I know you are. Now I'm about to just text you for anything because you're
like So like the people you sign up for our trip, like we're going. So and I feel like a lot of people that sign up for our trips are very. I'm a little bit type A, but they're also a little bit type A, and so like they're tired of being type A. Like they just want to show up somewhere and like give me a great experience. So you tell me what time to put on to be in the lobby and like what the outfit is for the day. Like we don't give you colors or anything, but this is a casual day. This is a dressy day. I'm gonna show up in the lobby in my best version of whatever that is, ready for the pictures and the videographer, and I'm gonna go eat.
Oh, you come with a videographer?
Yes,
she bring the camera.
We have photographers and video. Like I shoot just as myself on my own because I like it.
You want a job?
No. But we have professional photographers and videographers that travel with us as a group because nobody wants to sit around and take their own pictures or can you take my picture? Can you take my picture? So now we guarantee that you have like a great professional shot for every day of the trip.
Oh,
so
that's
because come
crazy. That's amazing.
Dress.
That's important too because a lot of times and Lindsey's always asking what's the dress code or what we about to do because you don't want to show up and be extremely overdressed or extremely underdressed.
Nah, my girls dress. They dress.
Well, we talked about that too. We talked about how you like to, put a little sprinkle on top.
Well, I talked about what I, before I met you, because I've known you for years because our career alignment, but I assumed that you were this girl that like keeps candles lit, maybe does some sage sometimes, listen to Erykah Badu, and then I found out we both shop at Max Osa. I'm trying to do it right, but it's like a South African brand that's very much like an elevated Coogee, if I'm not even, like even more, like just so
that's
creative. Yes, it's really, really nice. And Michelle Obama had it on and we both have, and I was like, okay, you told me you have that robe. I know that sweater that I have is one of my most luxurious pieces. I already thought you wrote a book that was about creating this life for and I'm like, so is this really you?
Yeah.
You're the person that has the house that everybody thinks. So you come in, creativity, art. Like, just paint the picture of like, here's what my space, any one of your spaces look like.
It's always black and white because those are my favorite colors.
Okay.
I have a pink couch now. I'm never getting rid of that. I'm obsessed with it. But it's mostly black and white because everything blends with black and white. Love to have
switch the flavors every once in a while.
But lots of textures, not just like hard, gold accents. Art always all over the walls. Like I love everywhere I live to look like an art gallery. Always like a big desk because I write and I take notes and Post-its all over the place. I kind of like a little, what's the girl from?
Being Mary Jane.
Yep. So I've got Post-its all over the place. I got quotables everywhere. And I like to spread out when I'm writing. Those are the basics. I like small spaces. I like places that feel like hotel rooms because like that's kind of what I'm used to staying in.
Yeah.
So I like to just feel like I'm at like a really luxurious hotel.
This is
I'm
another
the exact
example of
opposite.
view.
I need if I'm able to touch the wall, it makes me mad. I get like I'm from Texas though, so
yeah.
I need,
so you're used to space.
I need a lot of space. Yeah.
You reminded me of how authentic of a writer and excellent of a writer Mara Brock Akil is. The fact that she got that right about somebody who actually does what you do for a living. In the character being Mary Jane, which is what we were referencing.
But she's a writer's writer, so...
Yeah, she's like that. I mean, the nuances that she gets in everything. You saw her latest show on Netflix.
The kids.
Forever.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't think I would be interested in young kids' relationship, and it wasn't about that. It was
fully
about,
invested.
I was
stayed up all night.
All night.
I'm up at 3 a.m. obsessed with what these 16-year-olds are going to do next. Right. Why are you blocking him again? Why are you blocking her again?
I missed this completely. I don't know.
Oh,
but I know a good story is a good story. I got to check it out.
You got to. You'll like it. I want to kind of paint the picture for people to how we talked about how we first knew of each other, how I knew of you. I read your book, A Belle in Brooklyn, that talked a lot about relationships and the experience overall of being a New Yorker and being at the age that you were. So now, I guess, how do you incorporate that into your travel experiences? I feel like it's probably a little tough to tell somebody, I'll be back in 3 months, we're dating, or do you try to date internationally, or are you single, not dating? Like, what's kind of the vibe right now?
So I'm very intentionally don't center men. Especially with this travel experience. This is something, especially moving abroad, was something that I'd wanted to do again since I was around 20. I studied abroad in London when I was a senior in college, and it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. And I did it my first semester senior year, and I said, when I graduate, I'm going back overseas. I want to live there. And I didn't have the money. I didn't have the infrastructure. I had to go to grad school. Just sort of life took off. And 20 years later, I had the opportunity to do it again. And I wanted to make sure that it was the vision exactly as I planned it. So I center myself in that, and anyone that I was sort of dating or that was around, like if you're here when I get back, then I hope that's great. And if you're not, then that's a sacrifice that I make for pursuing my dream.
I guess
boom, that's how you got to take it.
But isn't it annoying, like if the perfect guy, let's say, not the perfect guy, somebody whoever you're dating was like, oh, well, I'm coming with you. Is that like, oh, now you're intruding on my trip? Or that's very much welcomed?
He could visit.
Okay, you don't need to marinate.
You don't have to come and stay. Right. Like you don't have to move abroad and be with me. Not at this phase of it.
Right,
you know.
Right. No, I love that. I mean, sometimes because you got to put yourself first. And, sometimes you can't really just stop your life based off another person.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
I've done that before. Mm-hmm. I think most women. I've been married. I've been divorced. And so I've paused life to do like a we thing, and the we thing didn't work out for a variety of reasons. Yeah. But I'm very much in a. It's about me. Yeah. And I think that's okay. I think men don't fully always get that because men, I think, very can focus and be like, there is a phase that it's about me, and it's okay for men to do. Yeah. With women, people aren't very accepting of it. So I kind of just, I do me, and if you like it, then that's great. And, it's very confusing, though. Like, when I'm overseas, like, the driver will pick me up from the airport, and they're like, where's your husband? Oh. Like, people are very blunt about,
Let me tell you, he's shooting a shot. That's not, that's no. He's shooting a shot. He's shooting a shot. I mean, yes, you answer the question. Yes. That question is him shooting a shot.
Yes. So yes, there is a shoot the shot, but it's also a very. I think in America, to a degree, people are more okay with the idea of a single woman, especially of a certain age, or a woman traveling alone. It's still weird in some circles, but once you get to certain places overseas, it's very unusual. Like, why are you not married? Why do you not have kids? Why are you here by yourself? Like, what? they just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like it's just almost a foreign concept. So
that's an insider addition too. Like, so in those moments when you traveling alone, how do you approach that situation? Like if somebody asking you, that question to me would be a little intrusive. I'll be like, yo, what's your plans there? Like, why you want to know?
It depends on the day. Usually, I don't make it a point to tell people that I'm here by myself, and I'm saying like I'm coming in to like meet friends, like they're already at the hotel or they're waiting for me at the Airbnb.
Yeah.
If it's something specifically about like a relationship, if I really feel it's about that, then sometimes I'll play along and be like, what do I need one of those for? Like, and then that just, gets everybody riled up.
Right.
But usually I'm just like, I'm good. I'm meeting friends. Like, I don't entertain the conversation.
Get your notepad out. So if somebody asks you why you on your solo trip,
Yeah.
you say,
So there's been a big thing about me taking a solo trip. I've
Yeah.
mentioned it to Kolyn a few times, and I know I have a 4-year-old now, so it's a little outside of him being stressed out about the idea of taking that on alone. You can go to your mom's house and you
Lindsey will be like, I'm
very
actually
much-
doing a solo trip by myself.
He's very much afraid of, I guess, of my clumsiness. I'm not that coordinated, so I fall a lot.
Okay.
And so he's probably like, yo, I'm on my phone texting and walking, bumping into people, which I can do better with.
Stop that.
And so what's your advice to me and anybody who's like me out there who's like never taken a real solo trip? I actually am awkward at the bar.
Okay,
I'll go to a
so
bar alone and it gets weird.
Done solo trips, solo outings here, like in America by yourself?
No, that's what I'm saying. I've had work trips and it got very, like my friend was like, first of all, I was sitting at the bar when I was single and she's like, this is what you do. You go to like this Four Seasons bar, blah, blah. So I sat up there. I'm like, oh, can I have the mozzarella sticks? She's like, well, that's your first problem because you ordered mozzarella sticks.
What's wrong with mozzarella
She just like ordered
That's what
something
you get what
else.
you wanna get.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't know like how to move. Maybe I'm not moved. Like, I don't know how to do that by myself. I'm actually working on it because I went to a few CVC events the last week and I was very much, like I said, got invited last minute of the new friends that I'm making, but they had to work. So they were there with like clients and friends. They could not entertain me. And I was just very much like, all right.
Okay, so why don't we get comfortable traveling solo domestically before we go abroad?
Okay.
Okay.
Baby steps.
So baby steps. So maybe like get to know DC because you're new to DC. So this is almost like a vacation-ish thing. You're learning. You're going out on your own. So I would say, one, put your phone down. Don't put your headphones on. Like you need all your senses operating like it's peak at the same time. Nothing distracted. And just go out and be in the discomfort of it all. Like you have.
So
to
it
get
was uncomfortable for you at one point?
No, I'm an only
Never.
child. No.
And it's
love
not
that.
I'm an
uncomfortable for
only
him?
child. I prefer to be alone most of the time.
Yeah, I
Like,
love
it's
that.
nothing to
Being
me.
a discomfort, right?
But-
Because you never know what you're going to bump into.
Yeah.
You have to literally step out of your comfortability. And, that was my experience in London. I went to a club that was,
Oh, yeah, he was there alone.
I was in London by myself, and I went to this club, and it was half and half, let me just say.
Yeah.
Half straight,
Yeah.
half, I don't know, I want to use the right word.
Yeah, I mean, it was
half
like,
gay, yeah. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in. A man actually approached me in there, and I was like, "Hey,
okay.
yeah, I'm not." But but it was actually a good experience for me to just let loose and be in the place and have fun.
But the truth of the matter is, like, especially if you're going to the city, the vast majority of people, you're just a random body walking by. People aren't really paying that much attention to you. You're not really noticed. People aren't really thinking about you.
Right.
There's always like that underbelly of like a criminal element, but like you just have to, I think, use common sense.
You gotta know how to move out here.
Don't go walking down dark alleys, like especially overseas. Don't pull your iPhone out. It will get snatched, especially in South Africa. Not too much jewelry, things like that. Like just, I say common sense. It's not always that common, but like pay attention to what's going on around you. I mean, talk to strangers, but don't tell them all your business.
Right.
Just be mindful of what's going on around you. That's why I was like, your senses heightened and, not in your phone and not with your headphones. Just like pay attention and you should be fine. Like the vast majority, I shouldn't say that. I've had negative experiences abroad, but I've also had negative experiences at home. I feel far safer in most places overseas, especially in Africa, than I do in America. The only difference I have when I'm on the continent is I don't walk around with my phone out because in South Africa in particular, it will get snatched. But otherwise,
I'm gonna practice in DMV. I'm gonna let you know, give you updates and just do little things.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, and that's
but
what
sit in the discomfort. That's what I was saying, and I'm glad you brought it up. Like, you won't become comfortable until you do it and get used to it. Like, you're not, it's almost like working out. Like, the first couple times you do something, you're lifting, then you get sore. But after a while, like, you're just doing it and you're just building and the soreness goes away.
Yeah, and get like
Body
a muscle
adjust.
activated.
Yeah.
Beat your cold, man. I like that.
So tell me about what your takeaway is from a lot of these big trips that you've been on your whole life, either by yourself, with friends that you meet there, or with these big groups of 25. Like, are you learning something about life, about yourself from all this?
One of the things that I picked up is, and I'm working on a book about this, so it's something I think about, is I like to put a plus on everything. It makes me think about, like, if I'm going to plan to do something, I'm going to put all this effort forth. How can I really blow it out and make it big? Like, I dream about something and I'm like, okay, this is the dream, this is the idea, this is why you want to visit, but what else can you do to, like, just make it like a really, like, blow your mind kind of experience? So, like, I went to Istanbul simply because I wanted to see the architecture. I took, like, my big Nikon and I was there just to, like, shoot and take beautiful pictures. And someone in my DM was like, I might mispronounce the name of the place, was like, you have to go to Cappadocia. And I was like, what is this? And it's a place with, like, these cave hotels.
Look behind you.
And it,
Yeah, we've been there.
Okay,
so we just were there. We just were there.
Okay, so you get it, right?
Fair
I've never
chimneys.
heard of
I was
this.
gonna let you paint the picture though.
Yeah. But they were like, they do, like, at sunrise, like these hot air balloons come over the mountains or whatever. So you got to stay at a cave hotel, and here's the list of, like, the places that have the great views, and you have to get up at like 6 a.m. and, like, wait for whatever. And I was like, So I looked it up on, like, Pinterest or whatever, and I was like, like, this is amazing. Like, this is Disney. So, like, I booked the last minute flight, and I flew out, paid way too much money. But I stayed at, like, a cave hotel, and I got up at 6 a.m. And so I'm, like, up there, I've got my coffee, and I'm like, I'm the only person up there because it's freezing, right? It's like December. And I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. And then, like, that first, like, light of sun, and then, like, that first hot air balloon came over the horizon, and, like, my mouth dropped. I felt like I was a kid at Disney. And then, like, the skies just flooded. And I was like, oh my God, like, this is amazing.
The sky's flooded with hot air balloons.
Yeah.
That's like, listen,
crazy.
200.
Yeah.
It's 200 hot air balloons.
It's 200
every day. I was like, every day y'all are, like, putting 200 hot air balloons in the sky.
I couldn't believe it either.
Yeah, so next time I go, I have to actually get in the hot air balloon. But it's like stuff like that. Like, I love that feeling of just, like, almost like a kid at Disney, like that awe, that jaw-dropping moment of, like, I can't believe this is real life. So I seek to do that in every aspect of my life. Like, yes, in travel, but also in business, also in my social life, also in home decor. Like, it's every part of my life. I want to do something that's, like, awe-inspiring.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just thinking about Cappadocia. We just went to Cappadocia and, like,
I butchered the name. Thank you for correcting.
oh, it's all good.
We heard them saying it over and over again. Yeah.
Yo, you feel like you can reach out and touch the hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And just seeing them sitting on the carpet and the food.
Oh, the carpet.
The food, everything. It was amazing. I love it.
Right.
You know, the fair chimneys are bird nests.
Most of them. They're not actual
bird nests.
for habitation. Some of them were the bigger circles you'll see behind you,
Yeah.
but the
That's why they started making them.
the smaller ones, yeah. And the bird was like used for
Some people made them out to be a house, but they really were for the birds at first. And so if you go into them, we're going back to Cappadocia.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going back.
Group trip?
Yeah, group trip.
Like group trip.
So you on Ratchet and Respectable, you kind of like nothing's off the table. Something happening, the biggest news of the week, the month, the Diddy, travel, relationships. You don't care. You're talking about it and no filter. And also, I noticed if your perspective is like, let's say because sometimes with Black women, if we have a perspective, everybody get in line. Just like, we pretty much on the same page, right? And sometimes you'll do your own thing. Like, this is my perspective. And sometimes you'll stay in line, but you're like, yo, I'm authentic and real. Why do you approach your podcast that way? And very much you have that authentic through line through everything that you touch.
So I'm sitting in front of a microphone and I'm, recording something and then I'm publishing it and like basically broadcasting to the world. But the mission behind my podcast was to fill a void. The conversations that I'm having, I didn't feel at the time that I started the podcast were being had, and I was complaining about it. Like, why is no one talking about this? Why is no one saying this? Why is no one reviewing this? Why is all these why, the things that I wanted, and it's how I've approached everything in my life that's been successful. And I was like, well, let me fill the void. I'm complaining about it, so let me just go ahead and do it. So that's how the podcast started. So I like to think about it as what we're talking about in the group chat. But I literally approach everything like it's the group chat. So in the group chat, like sometimes everybody's on board. And then you always got that one friend that's like, well, actually, I was thinking, I don't really see it that way.
Yeah, that's your sister.
Yeah.
Yes, my sister, I call her like she's anti everything. She's like, if everybody's on board, she's just going to do the opposite thing just to like
But you need that person though. You
Yeah.
need somebody to make the conversation a little bit better.
Yeah. So I feel like if there's a I don't know, a large thought that everyone's kind of on board with, and I actually think it, then I'm not going to be contrarian just to,
Contrarian is what I was looking for. Yeah,
but I was like, but honestly, like sometimes people like go off on like down this road, and I'm like, That don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, we don't have to just say yes.
Yeah,
to
like
this.
we don't have to agree to that. Like that. I mean, I feel you. Like I get where you're coming from. I see why you would say that. But like, I don't agree.
And
Sometimes
people probably respect you for that. I mean, it's happened to me too. I've been like, many things in politics. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. We've done this 10 other times. It didn't work. And you just want me to say this because it's not good to say this right now. But I'm going to say.
I'm okay when people disagree, but I love it when I can understand someone else's perspective. Like I don't agree with it, and I wouldn't do it the same way, but I see how you arrived at that point.
Yeah.
So usually when I'm just like, that's some BS. Like I try to explain my logic, and sometimes people are like, that's stupid, which it is. It happens sometimes. But other times people are like I feel you. I don't agree, but I feel you, and that's.
Respectful discourse is always the goal. It's like, I want to disagree. I want to understand. I don't want to live in my echo chamber because social media becomes that, especially as they aggregate content intentionally for you with it not being this free space that it used to be.
Yeah, and I think you got to think about it like, the reason why people come to conclusions are based off their experiences.
Yeah.
And so none of us all have the same experience, right? And you may be thinking a certain way just based off your life or how you look at things. And I'll tell you, I'm not the person that's going to try and convince you of otherwise either. Yeah. I'm going to let you think what you want to think, and we can,
unless it has something to actually do with me. Yeah. Like, I really, sometimes just really don't care beyond the words coming out of my mouth. Like, it's a popular story. I see it trending. Enough people have asked me, like, you got to talk about this on the podcast. Like, well, okay, girl. So we'll mention it. But, like, otherwise, like, yeah.
So you're working on a lot. I heard you say book, but I knew you had a coffee table book. Not the same thing.
No, not the same.
Tell us about these projects before we get out of here to make sure that everybody knows what you got going on, because it was like a little blurt out. I don't know if you told anybody that yet.
No, I've been working on this book forever. So the coffee table book it's called Salsam World is the working title. But I am an amateur photographer. Like I've had my Nikon for about 10 years, and I've got over 100,000 photos on my phone alone. Wow. So like I put it in like the high settings. So it's really good. So
how much you paying a month on that?
100,000. I thought I had a lot.
No, it's actually 10,000 over 100,000, and it's an embarrassing amount of. But I'm compiling those stories into a photo table book, coffee table book. So it's about travel, and it's about like the beautiful photos that I share online, and a bunch of stuff that I've never shared, and it's also like a bunch of like tips and stuff. So if you want to go to Cape Town, and you want to have like an amazing drink and you want to see a beautiful sunset, then there's a recommendation for that. If you want to go stay at like a great hotel, there's a recommendation for that. If you want like a little coffee shop, those are the kind of things that I want to give. Because like when I go places, like you can see like the, the timeout version of whatever, which is fine, but sometimes I just want to do something that's kind of local, but kind of off the beaten path, but, also kind of luxury, like
useful and tangible.
Yeah.
People want to
mix
replicate your trip, but also want to see what it looks like for themselves.
Yeah.
Like you said, opening up that space. And what about this book that you're writing? Like, is it a novel?
No, there's a draft of that I'm never going to publish. No, it's a memoir based on my travel experiences. So kind of like a Belle in Brooklyn, but all about travel. And a Belle in Brooklyn was 2011.
I was about to say that was
a while ago. So
you're still young, looking good.
Thank you.
All good.
Thank you. Make a girl feel good.
Well, I mean, so can you tell us what that one's about, or you say it's not coming out? That's pretty much.
Oh, the fiction book?
Yeah.
I'll never publish it. No.
Oh, it's over.
I've written it. No.
Okay, we're not going to find out.
The fact that you wrote a book and you're not publishing it, you just
I'm a writer.
I love that. I love that. That's dope. That's dope. And that's when you know you're doing the right thing. You do it for free.
Yeah. I love what I do.
Yeah. Dope.
Demetria Lucas, you might be my favorite guest so far. This was awesome. A great conversation. I
didn't know Lindsey was a fan. She all fan.
I love it. But my biggest thing is you're watching somebody do something that I've been scared to do for a long time. It's like just work for myself. It started a lot because Kolyn was like, you can do all the things that you're doing for other people. And I would be like, you don't know. Like, look how much I'm making it in this media space. And so part of being with him has been this constant, like, he is like the literal wind beneath my wings. Like, no, do it again. No, go.
Good partner.
Yeah, and he's like really, and I'll be like, and he's mad at me that I haven't already started my own podcast. And it's just like more of that, the fear of flying that you kind of just took on yourself so long ago that there's no one age when you should do that.
Yeah.
Just kind of go. You don't always need a machine around or behind you.
And it's always terrifying. You just got to do it.
That and eating out alone. I'll be good to go.
Eating out alone?
Yeah, going to DC spots for myself.
Oh, yes. Okay. I was like, wait, you can't eat alone?
There's a lot going on here.
That and just going to the bar, rooftops, doing fancy stuff. I should do beautiful stuff, though.
Yes.
I think that will inspire me.
Yes.
I'm getting that book. I really
Yes,
you
we'll
know
be
that, I want to get
number
that
1 and
book,
2
for
purchases.
sure.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Demetria Lucas, thank you so much for coming. Thank you
for
guys for
having me.
watching World of Travel podcast. We will see you for the next episode. We always appreciate you guys tuning in. And look at all the places behind us. Demetria probably been to a lot of these. She just said she's been to Turkey. So yeah.